Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Jo, and in this video, we are going to discuss how to allow families to enroll in one matrix while preventing them from enrolling in another, all while allowing them to see the classes and descriptions in both. You may have used page-level restrictions to control which custom matrix pages families could see. This feature will allow you to control things even more precisely at the matrix level. This functionality is accomplished by using family sections. Sections allow you to grab a group of people and do something with only that group. You can send an email to a section. You can allow only a certain section to see an event on your calendar. And in this video, I'll be explaining how you can use a section to control enrollment matrix by matrix. From your admin homepage, navigate to Members, Families, Sections. Some sections may be related to enrollment and some may not. In this example, Campus A and Campus B and graduating seniors are not enrollment controlling sections, so I have not enabled any enrollment limitations for those sections. If any family were in only the graduating senior section, they would have no limitations whatsoever on their enrollment, and they could enroll in any matrix on your website at any time. The same would be true for any family that is not in any section. That family would have no limitations at all on their ability to enroll. Therefore, I want to emphasize that if you're going to use the family sections to control or to stagger enrollment, it is important that every family be in at least one of the sections that has restrictions. That's also why a generic and enrollment disabled section is useful. First, for those instances when a family hasn't yet been assigned to an enrollment-related section, and second, when a family might not fit into the scope of your current sections. For any family section that will control enrollment, first you want to check the box in this column to enable restrictions. Then there are two avenues of controlling the date and time of enrollment, and they work together: the default date and the per matrix date. With the default date, if you enter a date and time as the default, it will apply for families in this section to all matrices that do not have a specific date and time in the per matrix settings. I'm going to click on that so you can see what that looks like. The per matrix settings could be thought of as matrix level overrides for the default date and time. For any matrix whose date you leave blank, such as this one at the bottom, the default date will apply. If the specific matrix date is blank and the default date is blank, then that section of people will be able to enroll in that matrix at any time because no limitations have been set. For any limitation you want to set for a particular section of people, you can either make it closed by default and then set the open dates in the matrix specific settings, or you can set the open date as the default and then close the specific matrices in the per matrix settings. So for example, let's say we want to stagger class enrollment where the teachers and board enroll first, and then returning families, and then new families. But the sports registration opens a month before classes, and we want everyone to continue to be able to enroll for sports with no limitations. So the first way to set this up would be with a date in the default date field that causes enrollment to be closed because it's far in the future, such as this January 1st, 2100 date. Then in the per matrix settings, the sports matrix is opened in April, and all of the rest of the academic matrices are opened May 15th. Notice here at the bottom that I've already begun working on a matrix for the next year, and that one is blank. This is because I am not overriding the default date in this case. I am allowing the default date to pass through and be in effect for that one matrix. The second way to set this up is kind of the opposite. In this way, the class enrollment date is the default date. So we're going to change for all of these 3 groups of people. This time the class enrollment date is the default. So these are 3 days in a row. There we go. You can see right away that doing it this way allows you to see a meaningful date right here on this family section screen without having to click through to the per matrix settings. We do need to go into that setting to do the initial setup though. So for the first one, the teachers on board, I'm clicking on the per matrix setting. And this time we're going to leave all of the class matrices blank to allow that default date and time of May the 15th to pass through. So for all of these, we're going to clear out the values that were there because we want the default to pass through. So then for this future matrix that I started working on, we want to give that one the future nonsense date because we want it to be closed. And the sports date is left as April. Okay, so we need to go through then the returning family section. We're going to clear out all of theirs to allow that default date to pass through. Future one gets the nonsense date, and the sports one stays the same. And then same for the third group of people. So you can choose which of these 2 ways makes the most sense for you and the way your group is operating things. I kind of like this way because you can see right on the screen what the default date is. And since we set it up where the default date applies to most of the things, then that's really useful information to see right on this page without having to click through. It works just the same the other way. If you choose this one to be the closed date as the default date, and then the opening dates in here. Now you might say, what if a family is part of more than one section? And the answer is that the section with the least restrictive enrollment will have precedence. So if a family is a member of Enrollment Disabled and they're a member of Returning Families, then they will be able to enroll in sports on April the 1st and in classes on May the 16th. If a family is able to enroll when they shouldn't be, that is the first thing to check. Are they a member of any other less restrictive family sections? This completes the tutorial on matrix by matrix enrollment controls. If you have any further questions, please contact us by creating a ticket in your support center, sending an email to support@homeschool-life.com, or calling 920-755-0257.